Test, test, test. Okay, I think we're been. Honestly, I thought I clicked to have the 3-minute ad start at the beginning. Wow, that was loud. I don't quite know if it actually ran or not. The dashboard is seeming a bit weird, so I'm just going to go with it. We're going to yell it, and if another ad runs, then I'll just pause again. So, good evening, hello, and welcome. Let me actually switch to the camera view. Uh, Boom. Oh, knees! Oh God, you get some spicy knee action there. Okay, camera, please stop tilting. And that is why you wear shorts or pants and underwear when you have hand cam. Never know when you get a crotch cam suddenly appear. There we go. Welcome. Good evening to my very messy desk because I only very recently got myself sitting at my PC. Okay, so today, crabs. Let me get my cup of drink to the side. Actually, I got a bunch of Star Wars things I actually want to finish off because I'm almost finished with these little models here. Let me just put these to the side. But what I want to start first with tonight, yonk, get these guys to the side, is crab. Yeah, look at the crab. It's a fucking crab. Look at the crab. The crab with a giant gun dick. The gun dick crab. Yeah, well, on this stream, we're going to be doing some gun dick crabs. Yeah. Basically, here's one. But then, the thing is, this is one Gundick crab. Oh, what about second Gundick crab? And third Gundick crab? That's, yeah, what about the other Gundick crabs? So I got two more Gundick crabs to build tonight. I'm going to very rapidly mass build them tonight. Camera, are you aligned? Hold on. Straighten out, straighten. Gee, straightened. Is it straightened to the back? Yes. Well, yeah, close enough. Straightened. So yeah, I'm going to be building some Gundick crabs tonight, and then probably straight after that, going to at least prime these up, and then finish painting up some of the other little droids here, because I am literally this close to actually having a completely fully painted Legion army. Because Legion does not need that many models, even as a Horde army, which my droids are. So, like, okay, cool, why not? Let's do that then. So let me just grab out the rest of the runners. We can take a look at the cards and stuff that came with it, and yeah, there we go, that's that. Oh, and bases. Yeah, so we're crabbing tonight. So the plan is we built the crabbles, we prime the crabbles, paint some of the other little minis, and then by then the crabbo priming should be dry enough to also begin painting the crabbos. Yeah. And then also as part of the painting the crabbos and stuff, I also continue with the extra layers for the AAT tank. Which I've got the black prime, the general black prime on all. Come back here. Get back over here. On all the shaded areas. I need to now go over this with the white primer to lighten up parts that one should be lighter for the main like basing, and then I'll just put on like a yellow. Actually, I found khaki with a brown wash over it. It's actually pretty close to the Trade Federation colors, and so yeah, we've got a lot of droids to do tonight. That's the plan, at least. And I've got a little bit of a change of pace. Also, I have the easy build Lieutenant Titus just lightly black primed just to have primer on him. And then I will figure out what colors. I'm not sure I want to do Titus in my own color scheme or not. It would, let's see. The thing is, he has the Ultramarine logo on his chest. Like, do I want to do him? Maybe maybe I will do Titus as Titus just to, try to do a box art style painting and see if I can't try to get the heavy metal paint scheme going. But also because he's pushed fit, I can actually yank parts of his arms off and stuff, so it's easier to paint him. So yeah, it might be another day though. We will see. But now, Titus, you stand over there. So yeah, it is time to crab. We're crabbing over here. Well, actually, first off, let me just get the balance to the side. I'm not quite sure because the games have used like tokens and stuff to play as well. I don't know why we have two types of token unless they are intending to change the token style. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they put the token. They gave me two types of tokens for this. And haven't seen any of the instructions anywhere why either. So, yeah, anyway, so basically I got extra tokens. So let me just quickly pop these out, put in my little Legion boxy for all my Legion stuff. So, I'm gonna, I'm gonna pop all of them out. Even these weird blue ones. Again, don't know why they gave me blue versions of them, but oh well. Hope they aren't changing the design of all the tokens, making me buy new tokens later. That would fuck. And then also, yeah, because I'm supposed to get like 4 or 5 cards of all the weapons and upgrades and things. So yeah, they gave 4 or 5 cards in German, in English, in Spanish, in Droide Courage Le Blindage 2, Blio, Explorador 1, Partada de la Convenciment, Vehiculo Trepador, Canones Blasters Doubles, Crabbenblade, Oxen Sharpened, New Position Yellen. Oh, I can look at that. Uber widen. It's uber wide. It's extra wide. Uber widen. That's what it means, right? Right? Extra wide. That's what it means, right? Uber widen. Where's the English cards? Uber widen means extra. Oh. Uber widen is Scouting Party 1. Right. Okay, never mind then. Well, yeah, basically bajillion cards that we don't use because everything has the online app for all the stuff anyway. So, put that to the side. Blammo. I got the little... They gave this little coloured printout for read first. And, they give all the accreditations of everybody. But it's like, but scan the QR code for your instructions. It's like, oh, okay, so you will print a full colored advertisement and everything, but then tell us to download the instructions on your website instead. Right. Okay, then. Fine, be like that. Well, you can put the instructions on the other side. These are actually not that many instructions to actually build these guys. But okay, sure, fine. Alright, so I'll keep that to the side then. So, let me get my box of Legion tokens. There we go. Just a little multi-part box here. Just blap, blap, and blah, 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 blah. There we go. Close. Legion tokens secured. Let's get to work on the droid. So we get the big base plate, of which I will probably try to lightly base this, but I need to make sure the coordinate direction angle lines on these are not covered up, because these actually are important for line of fire and stuff. Hello, Art of War. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. So I'll probably try to like lightly base it, or maybe do a base color on it. What do you want? Put a panel line through the crosses. Maybe just like do a small quadrant of basing material in each end. Because one thing about these collabing droids is the way they have posed with one leg up. They don't balance. They have to be glued down to the base to stay upright. Will you balance? Sort of. No, you're not gonna. No, you're not gonna balance at all. Actually, one of your legs seems off position. Wait a second. Let me see. No, this leg seems to be twisted a bit out of angle. Oh well. Else I need to sand that up a bit. Let me here's my file. You could just post the car and whip into the new Kitsy build. Ooh, very nice. You're posting the Discord, did you? If everyone, exclamation mark Discord, will pop on in and see the lovely builds and progress from the peeps in the community as well as myself. It was always fun to have the Discord livened up. Let me clicky clicky. Clicky click, clicky click. Oh god, I got runners sliding away from me already. Let me see, Scrolly, scrolly. I have so many bloody Discords open with this chat. Ooh! Suzabe with the Banshee. Very nice. Pretty cool, sir. Nice, love it. Thank you for sharing. You brought the leg joint to Sinanju? Oof! But now you shall repair it. Even better. Spare parts and Lego... Lego Technics. Yeah, that's a good spot for a spare piece. Oh, more leg. Oh my goodness. I'm giving all the fan service of the fleshed legs. You're getting all the flesh today. Anyway. So yeah. We got 2 more of the Collabandroidos to build. And they are conveniently on 1 runner each. Just red axle piece? Nice. So 1 runner per Crabandroid. So huzzah. Also you get 2 weapon options. I was thinking about magnetizing it, but this feels like it's such a tiny little piece, I don't want to really lose it and stuff, so I'm just gonna glue on the pieces just for security and stuff. So this one I gave the mega laser cannon, the big laser cannon. Basically, this is the anti-vehicle gun. I'm going to build another one with the anti-infantry gun at the bottom. And then I will soul search on stream to decide what gun the 3rd crab will have. And yeah, so let me first go to the Atomic Mass website, because again, all their instructions are online only, which is annoying if you're trying to build one of their older kits and they've taken the instructions offline. I'm looking at new Atomic Mass games with the Separatist set, which has the instructions for the Droider cards, which he took offline. Let me see. Atomic Mass games. Assembly. As there's opposites. I see. You're supposed to connect the waist too. Ah, nice. Now let me get Legion. And then... oh my god. They are going to change the token colors. That's why they give me the brown colored ones as well. The new star sets use brown tokens, not the blue ones that the old ones had. I do hope they maintain backwards compatibility and have the old tokens printed on these expansion sets. It would be annoying if they didn't maintain that. I just read what I typed, and now look at what happened. Whoopsie. Yeah, a little bit, just a spot of brain. Yeah, we all short our brains every so often. Anyway, where is the Crabandroid? I want my Crabandroids. Search keyword, crab. There we go, Crabdroid. Download PDF. Let me just download it for real to be safe. Okay. Drag this. So I can't see any of my preview screen other than the chat right now. Gundam Kits fun and fuck? Nice. Gundam Kits are fun. I'll eventually start doing my Gundam Kits again. It's just that I have a lot of minis and tournaments and stuff I join and so on. So let us... I'm gonna double up my building. I'm gonna build both these frames at the same time. Let's clear my paint pots out of the way so I have some space. Sort of cleared them out of the way at least. Gundam Vidar would recommend. Yeah, he's cool as fuck. I want to get the Kimanis Vidar. The high grade one at least. I like the whole hover mechanic it has. Okay, there we go. So, where is my nippins? Where's my nippins? I need my nippin. Yep, nippins obtained. So, yep. I'm gonna just rapid build both these at the same time. Snip, 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 snip. MG? Oh, yeah, they did have an MG. Yeah, with the handguns inside the front skirts. That's cool as fuck. Oh, I built these so long ago, though. Whoop. Oh, and yeah, the lance holders. Like, it slides back to release the little replacement blade. It was quite the nice touch. Yeah. I just like the sort of weird ways, like, the Vidal looks very thin, but it's also still has very boxy armor. And I do like the boxy armor style look, so it's like, yes, it's a very interesting outlook to it. There we go, just snip, snip, snip. Up. There is it. Oh yeah, I saw there's gonna be like the Lupus Rex, which is like, took them long enough. Like, how old is IBO by now? Like, only a few years ago they finally did an MG Barbatos, the lead suit from IBO, and now a few years later they're finally doing the final battle version of it, the Lupus Rex. Like, normally Gundam's sort of on point with releasing their getting the master grades out, high grades and master grades out of their latest series and things. Was like IBO was like, nope, you can have your high grade. That's about it. Like, okay then, fine, be like that, be like that. See what I care. I was looking for MG Barbatos standard. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I don't have this. I think I'm running out of space for storing my kits and stuff. I also displaying them. Otherwise, I've been seeing shops nearby me have been trying to discount their MG seed kits. And I've been looking at the MG Buster Gundam for quite a while now. Because I do like myself some big guns. But I know once I get Bust, I'm going to want to get the dual and the only 14 one as well. I forget. I'm blanking on the name of the other one. Strike Noir? No, not Strike Noir. The other one, and then also the Aegis. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole. Gonna want all of them. Then I want the Strike Perfect Pact. Barbatos Lupus. Oh, not Rex, just Lupus. Okay. Oh, sorry, sir, you have Lupus. That means we can expect in about 3 or 4 more years the Rex will finally release. The same thing with the standard MG. Yup. Probably. There we go. Splat it like that. And then draw it across. What? Just fill that in. Bam. Press it a bit. There we go. 1. And then 2. Should probably put the cement in first, since this is pretty well inset. And then I stick it together. Blam. Kids looks solid, comes with a big sword. Yup. Well, I am, because like, with most MG, especially MGs, when they have the big melee weapon, they're probably going to need a stand to help hold it compared to the high grades. Just because it's a lot more plastic it needs to be able to hold up. But here's unavoidable, I guess. Oh, they changed how the torso works, you say. Interesting. Also, since I'm here, I'm just might as well just stick the laser cannons to this boy. So one of each weapon attached, built or attached on. Yeah, pew 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 pew. I'll choose his weapon at the very end. Depends if I want to have more meta build to it or more looks cool to it. Okay, 03, the tiny little eye stalks. Very carefully. Get these off. You can lean them forward and backwards as a T-joint. Ooh. Gotta get that articulation for sure. Yonk. Very carefully. Get those stalks out. Yes. Okay. I keep thinking my thing is tilted just because this piece of paper is folded. There you go. Keep it flat. Yeah, I'm using... Actually, I use the paper one for to help my camera with the exposure value. Keep a nice bright exposure. But then it does block off the guidelines for my cutting mat, which I used to actually align the damn camera in the first place. And check the alignment's staying the same versus it's sliding all about. See, both my camera mounts I have like cable tied to an arm joint for handphones. Both of them are starting to get bits, what do you call it, loose. And hello, Plum Plum. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you for the hydration. I have just the thing for hydrating, just ready for stream. Coffee. Coffee time. There we go. Coffee to stretch. Oh, quick hydrate before you run to work. Have a good day at work, Plum. Wishing you the best. Gun butter. Oh, yeets indeed. Well, let this robot crab be the last thing you see from me before you enjoy your day at work. Oh!
Now, mommy, daddy button.
Hurts so good. Thank you for the dick punch, Plum. Really appreciate it. I like it when it hurts. But eat that coffee and drink that water. Yes, indeed. Well, no. I need to save my water for the paint I'm going to be doing later. I'm running out of water in my bottle in here, so that coffee's going to have to last me. Oh, there we go. I got my crabs on display and got my dick punched. Live on stream. Thank you kindly. This is the content you can expect from my channel. But yeah, let me just quickly, carefully trim these eye stalks. These are going to be weird to paint. Bit of fun. Bye, Plum. Have a good day at work. That was Plum, everybody, resident moderator and streamer on hiatus. And we all eagerly await her return. Until then, it's hydrate redeems and dick punches. My favorite streamer to punch me in the dick. She must like me. She must love me. When I did that, I closed my instruction page. What the hell? Let me give you where's my instructions? Here we go. Anyway, continuing on. We're just smoothing out this spot here. And then let's attach the eye stalks. Just blap. And blap. Quick run down the sides just to make sure it sticks in. I can scrape away the little blob of plastic there later. But first, I have more. Blap, blap. But I hope I have enough cement to go. Oh, no, I got plenty. Yeah, the level's getting a little bit low, but I can pick up another bottle tomorrow. I should have... Do I not have another cement, actually? 1 second. Yes, I have one more cement still. Okay, never mind. I have another cement bottle on my desk. It was just hidden behind my paintbrushes. Okay. An I-04 now from both sides. Trim. But yeah, tonight's probably going to be mostly in my Star Wars models, because I am really so close to having 100% painted that I just would never have to worry about painting the rest of them. I just have to worry about transporting the damn things. There you go, a little snippy snip. But I do need to decide on the third crab's weapon system. You don't know how rules will change and stuff. And unfortunately, this weapon system, the way it's mounted, it's not as easy to magnetize, but because it's such a small little piece versus a big piece, I'm more likely to lose it, so I'm just going with I'm just gonna just perma fix it on just so I don't have to worry about it. It's like now that a bit more experience how the models go together and stuff with different systems like Warhammer things, it comes a case of if it's going to be a model that I'm going to have multiples of that I need to like move regularly and touch and transport and flop about, magnetizing just becomes a bit of a chore when moving them because you have the arms and things flinging about. Be gone, bots! You don't belong here. And so, like regular infantry and stuff, they're just going to have I'm just going to have solidly glue on their bits and bobs. Can't be asked for that. The exception is going to be for like big vehicles where, well, they're expensive models still, but they are big pieces that are swapping, so very hard to lose them. But come on. And maybe elite characters, which again, expensive to swap the weapons, so well, especially have multiples of, so swapping the weapons just makes it much more affordable. There's also probably going to be a limit to that. Like, if the weapon swap they look very similar to each other, I'm probably not going to magnetize. It's like, okay, close enough, proxy it. If the weapons are drastically different, then it's like, yeah, okay. Definitely going to magnetize and see. Like the Chaos Knight I have now. That's this arm. I'm never going to magnetize his arms. Might have to ask a friend to 3D print me some extra elbow joints, I believe, for the magnetization. Because I think the Chaos Knights need to have one part you have to recast or 3D print a copy of to make magnetizing much easier. We'll get to that when I get to that. So yeah, well, like magnetization is fun, but magnetizing everything is eventually not really that convenient. Eventually, like even my Terminator squads, where I have one squad that's actually no, I've magnetized quite a few of them with their arms can swap around and stuff. Even though Terminator's an elite squad, you tend to need to take multiple squads of them anyway, and I found like, all these flappy arms around everywhere. Maybe not as convenient as it first seemed. So actually, even Terminators, I might stop magnetizing. I'm just gonna glue on specific load and be that you're good, you're done. One exception is going to be, of course, the Cyclone missile launcher that goes with the backpack, since that's a very easy magnetized job, and it's basically put missile launcher on or take it off, done. And it's a big like little chunk of missile pods, so it's going to be very hard to lose that, relatively speaking, at least. Anyway, now that we have bodies done, I think at this stage, I think I should confirm how I want to do these guns. Hmm. You know what? I think, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna do two with the little small blaster guns. Actually, they look more crabby-like. They look nicer. This gun is chosen for pure stats, but I can proxy as I need to. But I feel like the double stubby gun it looks nice. It looks more crabby-like. So he's gonna get the double stubby. We're giving him the double stubby. Hmm. We're going full double stubby today, boys. Have you got your double stubby out? Double stubby's out for Harambe. Yeah, snip it. Keep it smooth-ish at least. There we go. Then double stubby. How do I do the double stubby? It's like pieces like this. Then 27 is that way. Double stubby. 27. Yeah, these are actually keyed to go one specific way, actually, so I didn't really need to actually check that. Oh well. Always best to be careful. Since re-cementing can be a butch and a half to do. Right. So then, when I rotate it this way, it's on this side of me. Like so. Hold it in place with my finger, and then we'll just dollop the cement. Yeah, okay. Then the other little stubby gun. Show me your stubbies, mates. Oh, I get. Bloop. Okay. Trim that down. Yeah, these. I found that we got 3 of these boxes and we split even these just because normally you can only bring. Normally, normal games you're going to bring 3 of these maximum, or 3 of this class of unit maximum. And since there's 2 in the box, it's like, okay, sure. You get 3 boxes, 6 of them. We split 1 box and we're good. We have our 3 units each. And they seem pretty good. I haven't tried them yet, but I was gonna get at least 1 box anyway because I like the crab. I like all the spider droids and the crab droids and stuff. All the multi-leg droids I really like. Like, okay, I'm set for pretty much the entirety of the life cycle of the game unless they make a change thing and bring more of these. But even then, they take the same slots as my my dwarf spider droids. So even they expanded how many more of this class the support units can bring, I'll just bring my spider droids in. So finish in terms of support support fire units, I am set. I am very, very well set. Just align your little stubby guns. Yeah. Press that a bit. Add a spot of cement just to help. There. Okay. 2 crabber bodies built. It is now time to build leg. Actually, I'm going to have a spare weapon set, then it looks like. Yeah, okay. So there'll be some spare parts for something else then. Okay, cool. Anyway, leg time. Uh, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 on both runners. Here we go. Let's enter here. That's 5. 6. 7. Actually, next step would be 8 and 9. So I'll just grab the entire leg segment in one go then. and 9. There. And I'll just snip the same, set off the other runner for the other guy. 5. Yeah. 6. But yeah, these seem pretty nice because they have I think the key was infiltrate. I forget. Basically, they can get a free movement when deploying, so they can like forward deploy or just get extra movement to go further forward, which is useful because droid army is usually pretty slow. And then they also have a ability called Scouting Party, where they can actually declare another unit to have the free extra movement alongside them as well. So it's like, oh, okay. So 3 of these 3 crab droids get to move forward and extra movement in my phase. And they get to bring 3 of my other trooper units alongside them as well. That extra movement is like, ooh. It's not even alongside them, it's just that they get to move, they get the free movement alongside it. So it's like, okay. And since most of my army is only range 2 to range 3 at the most, and my best guns are usually range 2, it's like anything that gets me moving further forward, transport-wise or otherwise, like the snail droid I posted in my Discord, or my socials, exclamation mark socials if you want to grab them, is going to be very, very useful. I want them turn 1 blasty blasts. Well, maybe not turn 1, but in position in cover turn 1, so that turn 2 I can just immediately start engaging the enemy forces. Where's my other sanding stick? Here it is. I got another sanding set because these are starting to get a little bit dull and they aren't sanding as nicely or at all sometimes. I mean, they've served me for quite a few years now, at least 5 years. So, and they're a cheapo set too. So it's like, okay, cheapo set lasts me this long. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, let's just very carefully denub all of this and remove the mold and sand marks, or mold and nub marks. So actually not this. I do have, I pre-ordered the B2 set, so I'm gonna have a box of the B2s coming. So then I will actually have 1 box remaining of things to paint up, but then those I will be doing very quickly because the B2s the B2s are very, very strong and powerful. But they do not have the AI coordinate keyword to them, so I can't coordinate chain if I have too many B1s. So it's like I thought, I'm just going to go a little simple with it. I'm just going to go with 1 box of B1s. And just, get a feel for how they work and decide if I need a second box or not. Just because I can't, because I can't AI chain through them, so... It's good. You need some finagling to make it really work right, without me having to use the face down orders to bring them active. Although, of course, I can always try putting tactical droids with them, but then it costs points to add the tactical droids to them, and it's like, points can be at a bit of a premium sometimes. Especially when I try to add chem cannons all over my army. Okay, that's 1 set of pieces ready. Let's get the next set. I was just trying to go, since I got 8 legs in total to make, just trying to go a little bit quickly so I can get straight to the priming stage. Give. Nice. Snip. We shall see. Because I think also the box for the B2s comes with enough models for the actually upgraded B2s that I could run them as 2 unupgraded B2 squads instead and be fine. Keywords, I think. I've got to recheck the number of things it comes with. But I think it's a box of 9 B1. I think it's a box of 9 B2 droids. And a B2 droid squad tends to run with 3 B2s actually. So you have 9 in the box, and most of it I think is you have your 3 basic ones plus I think 5 expansions or something, which is interesting to say the least. So pretty good value, especially compared to other series and stuff. Because I'm going to figure out how to emulate the Star Wars ring colors for the B2 droids. But again, that's going to be just part of the adventure that is painting minis, especially when you need to try to match colors with something. I don't do the animated Clone Wars color style, the 3D version, the movie version, the Republic Commando style. Okay, very carefully. Slam that down. Nice. Okay. Let us assemble. Let me get the manual for assemble. This piece here. Pipey piece here. Just like that. Flap. Slather. Slather. And close. Push. There. Move that out a bit. 2 sides. Good. Then paint on here some. And then that's squishes in here. Bammo. You also just smooth this side out a bit with the cement. Then we have a little lather in there and stick the foot in. Boom. There we go. We have 1 crab leg. The front right crab leg to be specific. Rinse and repeat for this side. Pour it together. Lather. Get the other side and close it. Boom. This one just a little bit down here to really secure it. Spotting this inside as well, just to help. Same for this one. Spot that inside seam. Nice. Press. Press. Smooth it. Then lather on. Up here. Wait, I said slather on. There we go. And that squizzles in. Boop. A little slather in there. And foot. Boom. There. 2 front crab legs ready to go. In fact, actually, while I'm here, I should just stick them on so I just keep track of which one's which. Rather in there. And press fit this in. And hold it for a little bit. There. Crab leg attached. Same for this one. Squizzle. Splodge it in there. And apply. Hold it for a little bit. Uh-oh, come on. Okay, hold on. This one is taking a bit. This is taking a bit more time to solidify. There we go. Cool. All right. I'll leave that to dry. Yep, nice. Okay, next leg. That's gonna be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on both sides. Nippers. Up here. Cool. Stipple up. There. I think, yeah. I'm trying to push the... Again, I want to push all the Star Wars things done today because it's out of my mind that I need to finish them up, or we're nicely done. Because, again, it seems in about 2 months we're going to have another event, which I'm looking forward to. And no clue what the heck... Right now, we no clue what the heck the event's going to involve, but I'd like to just be... Let's say, like, I have one, my army's completely done, finished, nothing more to do with it. So, if I need to make any new units and stuff for said upcoming event, it's like, okay, I've got nothing else. I'm not having to, like, divide my time too much between other things, because it's like, yep, this is done. That's it. So, potentially tonight is the last time you see me painting Star Wars. For this game system, at least. Until the B2s come in. But still. So, yeah. I was going to say it was a holiday as well. I managed to pull some time to start my stream a bit earlier today. So I'm getting about an extra hour of shenanigans in tonight. So hopefully I can be very efficient in the painting process once these little guys are done. And then yeah, we're just gonna YOLO it. Yeah. Very nice, very carefully. Also, going to run out my storage boxes for transporting the Star Wars stuff at least, just because these are much better scaled. The vehicles are much better scaled to the regular infantry, but that also means the vehicles are pretty big. And so I was like, ooh, shit, this is gonna be a doozy to store and transport for everything. But this is how it goes. Right, next set of legs. Boom. I still need to figure out my regular game tomorrow evening after work. So actually I have to figure out what list I want to bring there. I have half an idea of a funny list. And I think I need to off-stream finagle it a little bit to make it funny but actually useful. It's easy to make a funny list, but to make a useful list that's also funny, that's another thing altogether. Blammo. But I am going to be trying to use the angelic inheritance attachment for Blood Angels. Right now that I've used my Liberated Assault group for I think almost a year now, or more even, and I pitted it in tournament already and got second place with a teammate. It's like, yeah, okay. I think I've optimized it as best I could per how the tournaments ran and stuff. So I was like, okay, because I still like Blood Angels and I want to make use of my Sanguinary Guard, let's try the one other detachment that's decent, or actually just functional for Blood Angels, which is the Angelic Inheritors. It's got less brute force to it. Actually, a lot less brute force to it, but it's got a bit more nuance and a bit more sustainability to it. So, yeah, it's just gonna run. I'm gonna start running it and just seeing how it goes. Although I do have to start switching up to be a bit more elite in the units I take. Part of what makes the Liberator Assault Group so good is that it turns any unit, even the cheap junk units and stuff, into pretty dangerous, deadly melee fighters. With, +1 strength, +2 strength, and +1 attack on the charge on anything. It's like, ooh, god. That's a sudden power spike that you normally don't get. So I won't have that anymore. I have reroll 1 to hit and 1 to wound. Just, like, but that does apply to shooting as well. So I need to go Elite Hybrid, which is... Honestly, that's what the Space Marines are really meant to be, I guess. They're like an elite hybrid, good at shooting and melee sort of force. So, it's got a good thematic feel to it. But I do have to, from the units I have at my on hand, or own and haven't built yet, I have to try to now start finagling a decent list to support such a playstyle. Versus my current playstyle of just throw everything at the opponent, and it will probably work. So yeah, interesting times. Also, might start making more use of allied detachments as well for abilities and otherwise. Here we go. Like perhaps my Deathwatch veterans before they get legended for the new Deathwatch kill team. Or I just go Deathwatch, haha. What the issue with Deathwatch is that their big main super strong unit lacks any inbound saves, and so anything with high AP tends to just burst right through them. Deathwatch have a weirdly glass cannon, very glass cannon sort of army where all the things will blast you to death in shooting. Some of the things will rip you apart in melee, but their best offensive units have very little defense to them. And they're also slower. So like, okay. But for me to get Deathwatch working correctly, I do need to, well, again, build and paint more models. At least build some more models, but let's see how far I can go with the Blight Angels now with the other detachment. Just see how it works. Because we do a lot of boarding actions, and so in boarding actions, some detachments and armies are a lot better than they would seem to be in regular 40k games, and vice versa as well. So we'll see if the Energetic Inheritors is meaningfully competitive in the infantry-only world that is boarding actions. Never know. Might be pretty good. Might be shit because I have to invest in characters for everything. We shall find out. And I do have some of the Bloody Epic characters now. Obviously, not the ones that you'd be probably running in Energetic Inheritors, but hey, I still have them. Again, maybe there's a combination that works in BA that doesn't work in regular games. We shall find out. Well, ironically, one of the few units that would really benefit from me bringing this don't actually require my detachment bonus for Energetic Inheritors. It's like, there's a little bit of an overlap there. They will be stronger, specifically stronger in any other detachment. But oh well, that's just how it's going to be. Let's just hope Hope when they don't make enough sudden rules change update that completely screws over everything. They probably will. Knowing our luck. Anyway, so now, where does this foot go? This foot is the other front foot. Yeah, gimme. Lather. And attach. And hold it for a bit. Yeah, this one, the attachment points are keyed, but still these are spindly legs, so you do need to really hold it to make sure the cement sticks it in nicely. There we go. We just add a little bit of a slather here to smooth this out. There, we have 2 legs on you. Let's do the same for you. Flap. And slam. Okay. And hold it. Hold. Hold it till it dries. You know, super glue might have been a faster way for this, but oh well. There. Okay. I think also that part's mostly is dry now, so I can use my knife to just scrape away the little plastic blob that was over here. Yeah, just give it a little scrapey scrape. Nice. Okay. Oh, ad break started. I didn't even realize the ad break had started. My bad. Oopsie poopsie. Oh, I'll take this moment to hydrate again. And stretch manually. There we go. Okay. Leave these to dry. I shall hydrate while this ad break has about a minute left to go. Okay, there we go. Where am I just gonna do a quick check of things? I want to, get a drink, go piss, and so on. We got about 40 seconds till things resume. I'll just scroll to the instructions next page, get ready to go. Nice, okay, we've got that together. Alright, okay, so continue. I'll just start snipping first while the ad break finishes up. 15 to 18. 15 to 19. Down here, so all these nubs can just walk on off to the side. Welcome back from the advertisements, everybody. I might have just continued by mistake without realizing the ad had begun, but all should be good. We are back from ads. I'm just cleaning up. Got the front legs installed. Now let's get the rear legs installed. What's this 2015, right? Oh no, so it's this set. It's this set next. Blammo. So yeah, once these 2 are done, I'm gonna get my primers out, and we're gonna immediately begin priming everything up, and getting ready them for painting. Getting ready for painting. Yep. Also, yeah, that I have that Chaos Knight now. The Chaos Knight is gonna be a doozy one. It's like I want to. Okay, there's so many things I want like pre-record to do as a like YouTube video instead. I feel like the Chaos Knight, considering how big it is and stuff, it might be more convenient to do that as a YouTube video and edit it. But it's like I want to look at all like the different sorts of spare pieces and stuff for it, upgrade pieces or alternative like 3D printed modules and stuff. Like oh, how fucked up can I make this knight? So like, I'll probably like build it. I'll build up his entire skeleton, but I'll see how it goes together first. I'll pre-read check how it goes together. Let's see if I can't build up the entire skeleton first, and then mount all the armor on later, since that armor part's usually going to be what the third-party pieces will be. And also to handle the magnetization of his arms for his main giant weapons. And then also I need to choose. It was like, was it what chaos gods corrupted them from the righteous path? And because I kind of really want to do Slanesh corruption, but I'd like what I make to be postable on YouTube and usable in the club without worrying about well, worrying, so to speak. So yeah, need to brainstorm that. Also, I have the I got actually for free because they're just trying to get rid of them, so they're giving away for free the 9th edition Chaos Knight Codex. So I probably should go read through that, get some of the some of the deets and the laws behind the Chaos Knights and the bullshit they get up to. There we go. That's one leg set. Let's get the other leg set going. Just be from like a lore standby, what funny shenanigans I can do with them. Like I know there's, I forget what it is. It's a Knight Rampager, so it's like it's got all the melee weapons in it. And it's really funny that it's been going on a rampage, killing things for 200 years now, and it's been covered in so much viscera, fats, skins, and stuff from its non-stop killing that Chaos Cult, I think Cornate Chaos Cult, began worshipping it and following it around everywhere. And because it had so much viscera and stuff on it, it ended up attracting the attention of a Necron Flayed Ones cult. And the Flayed Ones went in, teleported in, or materialized in, killed all the cult members, and they began following the giant knight around instead as its worshippers. They were collecting all the leftover skins and stuff for themselves. And the funniest part is that the Chaos Knight itself is so preoccupied in just its non-stop killing spree for over 20 years, it hasn't even noticed it gained any followers. It's just enjoying itself killing and maiming and burning, with no clue that it has a giant entourage of Necron Flayed Ones following it around everywhere now. And that's fucking hilarious. And the Rampager is pretty cool. Which I do also like the color scheme, like the white and red color scheme that a lot of the Rampagers have in the artworks. You know, because painting white's going to be a fucking bitch to do on such a massive model. But I think it's not that much different from Gundam as well. You know, put on an off-white, airbrush it smoothly across it, give it a top coat, and then very carefully trim it in. Pretty should be doable. Also, it's a Rampage. It's going to be battle damage and stuff, so it doesn't actually have to be a pure white. It just needs to be a smooth white or a cream. So it looks relatively white, and then weathered and aged down, obviously, because of all the combat it's in. However, the Ruinator itself, the Ruinator version, also has some pretty nice stats. So ideally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint all those pieces in one color scheme, and then magnetize it all so that basically it can be any knight I want it to be with its weapons loadout. And just I'm trying like a nice color scheme that looks right on all the different forms it could be. And part of me wants to do a marble. Yeah, just make it hard for myself. Just do like a marble effect on all of his armor as well. Like a white marble with a black and gold marbling in it, something. That's piquing. That sort of does piquing my interest. There we go. Got the piece back. Let's see. It goes like this. So yeah, I got a lot of brainstorming to do on that one before I work on it. Also going to brainstorm how the fuck to transport the damn thing in whenever I make use of it in play. Because that's definitely not fixing any of my transport boxes. Blammo. Well, that'll probably be future me to figure out. There. Slather here. The thing is that I'm probably going to be using it as a anti-armor allied in for my World Eaters / Chaos when I play those in big games. Not that I do it that much, but I do it. Well, I'll do it a little bit more often. And maybe even in regular games, I'll just ally it in with the correct weapon system and say, don't ask me any questions. Don't worry about it. There's an ally. It's an ally of convenience. Yeah. Yeah, just to see how it goes. Knights did get sort of a side grade downgrade recently in their Codex Recent Plans patch, which makes them a little bit more vulnerable, but also a lot cheaper to bring. So bringing them in the first place is actually a possibility now versus like, oh god, they're too expensive, I can't bring them. Thinking that like Night Rampage, I think is only 360 points or so. So it's like, not too bad for a big killy vehicle. Of course, anti-armor will bring it down, but you can say the same about any vehicle, honestly. And it would, at least it draws fire from that vehicle off my other troops and units. There we go. Whoop. I'll go see if there's a version of the Rampager as an Imperial Knight with 12-inch movement. If so, then I have funny ideas for my 18 Outrider the plan. 18 Outriders with a big knight supporting, so that anything that would have a big enough gun to shoot the Outriders really needs to decide, do they want to shoot the Outriders, or do they want to shoot the giant knight? It's like, you got two things to deal with. Choose wisely, sir. Or ma'am. Or otherwise. Oh god, I'm gonna need another Land Raider for that for sure. Land Raiders are expensive. Yeah, I think I have I do have a repulsor actually. Maybe I don't need another Land Raider. Maybe the repulsor will do. Then I do have to build the repulsor. Hold on, holding this in place. But I do need to build that repulsor anyway. It just hasn't really been a priority with all the boarding actions we've been doing and other events. Whoa. No. Stay. Okay. Ooh. Well, and this leg is being a bit temperamental with staying. There. Okay, next one. Grab this. A little dollar piece slather. And then Slamo. Yeah, I feel like my plan with the 18 Outriders well, it hinges on 18 Outriders, but I think it also hinges on me having a little bit of anti-tank cover, but also more transports to actually, follow up alongside them. Like the Outriders themselves I can't rely on the Outriders themselves completely, I have 18 of them. I will need to have the support troops and stuff as well to really drive home the win. Like, again, distractions. Like, you can shoot the Outriders, or you really should shoot this Land Raider, a bunch of, like, Gravis guys inside that. They're gonna wreck your day if you let them get in close range with you. And then you're gonna have this giant knight as well to deal with. Yeah, plans, strategy, and plans. It's fun, trying to just see, like, this is what I got. What can I do with what I got? And actually, although I do have quite a lot now, I don't have a lot of multiples of things. And right now, this is the current 40k edition is definitely favors you having multiples of things. You just you do three squads of X, you're good. 3 squads of that, you're good. Just like me, yeah, I suppose. I think, yeah, my own personal super slow grow army is just going to be Chaos Knights. I'll just slowly collect them as discounts come in and stuff. It's like, okay, I'll grab a Chaos Knight here. Okay. Oh, there's a big discount this time. I'll grab the Chaos Knight there. Just slowly expand them out. Plus, then I really should get that War Dog box set for all the War Dogs in one go, but that's a big outlay. That'd be a fun outlay, though. And that'd be all the War Dogs I'd ever need. Literally. Especially, I think, yeah, War Dogs lost the battle line keywords, so there's definitely a push in the rules to use the bigger knights than the small ones now, except for one detachment. Hmm. Home. I should. Yeah, I need. I would need to make a decision tomorrow then. A very important decision tomorrow. I am thinking and considering. Do I want to do this? Am I strong enough to do this? I don't know if I'm strong enough, but I should. Oh, before I do that, where's the other? Where's the other runner? Here it is. Leg number 4. Let's get you out. Oh, do I do it? Do I do it, chat? Do I do it? Do I do the... Do I get the giant war dog battle force with 7 war dogs, which is going to be more war dogs than I'll ever need? Because that would literally be the base... Not... sort of ideal basis for a Chaos Knight army. Oh god, transporting those, though, and storing them. There we go. I think, do we have 2 runners empty? Technically, yes. We just have the spare weapons, which I'll probably snip out into and put to the side somewhere just for spare pieces. Put that down. Oh, we're coming to near the end of the Crabbos. Let us smoothing these out. I think it's one thing about Knights though is like the meta right now is to have the Knight Lancer because there's a 4-up invuln save all the time because it's giant shield arm. Thing is, I don't like the Cerastus Knights. They feel very lanky and skinny. And well, they are a Horus Heresy product. They're all marked as Horus Heresy, but for some reason they specifically are still allowed in Warhammer 40k. Even though they legended all the other 30k knights. It's like, like, ugh. Ugh. I don't quite like that. Well, I did see a very nice Nurgle conversion for Cerastus Knights. I guess probably Nurgle bulked it out a bit, and that looked cool, actually. But that would involve having a whole ass conversion kit to make it look bulkier and stuff. Like, yeah. Knights are really quite expensive on their own. Good. Hey, Cobra Knightor, where is it? Where's the Ica Gundam? There's no Ica Gundam today. I have crab. 3 crabs in particular here. Yeah. I'm building these up, gonna paint them up, and it's because I almost had the army finished. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I'm just lamenting on how to proceed if I go with Chaos Knights for my army for 40k. And the conversion pieces and stuff. But welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good time. Yeah, see, I've got these crab-bucketed crabs here. Gonna get these crabs going. Gonna have the other droids here painted tonight. And maybe even a vehicle painted. And then, hopefully, ideally, best casely, all the Star Wars stuff I have will be painted tonight. Or almost finished painted tonight. So, yeah, that is the plan. Now, get this last sets of legs built up. So, which way does this go? Like this. Leg like this. Okay. Right? Correct? Not really? Huh? Oh, like this, is it? Oh, like this. Okay. Where? There we go, like this. There, it's key to only go one way. Haha. Perfect. Blob it. Very carefully. But, yeah. So, tonight is Star Wars night. We're doing a War of the Stars. Getting all my clankers built. Built, primed, and painted tonight. Oh yeah. Going for gold. Going for the full completion. Hopefully, at least. At the current rate, should be good, because once these 2 legs are put on and their cement is dried a little bit, then all's waiting for me to get my airbrush set up, and then we just start airbrushing primers and colors on. Slam it down. Nice. Boom. And then, if there's a little bit of time remaining, I have a Lieutenant Titus to base coat. Got this one. That's the last 4th leg here. Same for this one. Boop. Cement. Lather. Blap, blap, blap. And seal closed. Boop. Cement. Press. Smoothen it. Dollop. And straighten. Boom. Slam it in. Tap it up. Tappy tappy tap. And a little foot mount and the foot. Boom. Aha. Also just smooth out that little cut bit there. Okay. The 4th crab legs are done. Let us stretch my butt a bit. Oh, there we go. Now, attach the last leg to these crabs. Dollop. And stick. And now get stuck holding it for a bit to let the cement dry. Okay, that looks straight enough. Okay, 4 legs here. Same for this one. And I'll give them at least 5 to 10 minutes to fully dry. And then we shall begin airbrushing and painting them. Although I will not stick them down to the base until they are fully painted. Otherwise, reaching some of the undercarriage is going to be a witch to do. Go. Somewhat mostly straight. There. Okay. So now I have 3 crabbos built up, ready to be painted. Nice. So let's see, what else do I have that can paint alongside it? I have the AAT tank that's going to need its white priming as well. Put my little dreadnought to the side first here to clear my airbrush booth. I've got the AAT tank. Here's the AAT tank. Bang, bang, bang. That needs also prime. Well, needs to have the white priming done to it for the highlighting. And yeah, looks like good to go with priming. Anything else I need to pre-check? I don't think so. So yeah, let's get my compressor running. And we're going to go to the airbrush camera in a moment. Yeah. Check that this is mostly clean at least. Whoop. Okay, no clogging. Pretty good. All right. Just doing the pre-airbrush checks. Seems good. Yep. Spray seems good. All right. Let's see. Let's get the airbrush camera in position. And we're going to head to the not as good camera, but it's the one that can show my booth. Bam. Perfect. Okay, airbrush view ready. Oh, let us begin. So, I'm going to get some of my flow improver. That's glaze medium. I want flow improver. There we go. Flow improver. Just going to get a small little bit. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops in. That's all I really need. Yeah, my hose is in the way with itself. Then I have my Mecha Primer White I'm going to use. Just because I need to do the highlight colors on my AAT tank. I feel like having a lighter primer is going to be fine for the crab droid. It's mostly going to be metallics. And his body, I will just manually... I'll practice that with some glazing and shading. Manual glazing shading versus base glazing shadings. So, yeah. There we go. A healthy amount, just because I know the AAT tank's going to take quite a bit of paint to work with. Clean my finger. There we go. Let's throw in that flow improver, which I had in the cup. Tap, tap. Clean the spoon. There. Okay, test sprays. Okay, test spray seems good. Let us start priming crab. Just going to grab the crab by one of its feet, just because its feet has some inbuilt basing rocks on it, so I can manually hand paint those little basing rocks later. So let's start with the underside of the crab first. Just get a nice thin layer. Primer all around. Smack the camera for good luck, as always. Paint's coming out of airbrush a little bit splotty-like, but I can work with the splottiness for the crab at least. I'm going to probably have to recheck why it's happening when I get to the tank. For the crab itself, it's okay. That's like some texture to the basing, if you even see this once I put the metallics on. Actually, now my airbrush is clogging. Why? Why are you clogging like that? Why is your paint flow not paint flowing? Come on, just survive me, the crabs. Okay, one crab. Put it over there to dry. Let me see. Can I just loosen it a bit? Oh, okay. I think that pre-loosened it. Just pulling it back a bit. Also, maybe my camera angle is pretty bad by this angle. Let's go for the next crab. Still a bit spluttery. More splutty than I like, but I can work with this. But it shouldn't be happening. That's the thing. I might have to run tool cleaner through this or something. Maybe something's clogged near the end of the nozzle, perhaps. For now, it works, and the splatter pattern, I can blend the splatter pattern in the hand painting parts, so this is fine. If this was a Gundam or otherwise, I'd be definitely stopping to clean out the airbrush. But the color and paint aesthetic for Star Wars is a bit more grungier and stuff, so it's fine, I believe at least. Like, I think even the Trade Federation tank, I can actually work with the splotty pattern. So I'll go with what I have in the cup until it's empty. I'll just work with it. I'll blend it in as I need to. Once the cup is empty, I'm going to do the full clean out. Oh, okay. There. So now for the tank, we just first do a little droid commander in the top. Just get the top covers of it white. Placing here to dry. Grab the tank turret now. Okay, just grab it from here. Just going full throttle, opening back my trigger. Just to get the white pattern on. Let's get just a little bit on the bottom. Whoop. Yeah, straighten that. There we go. Okay. Carefully put that down. Okay. Then the main tank. Spray. Nope, it's clogging again. Should not be happening. I gave you that airbrush thinner. Yep. Oh, yeah, I've got that part comes out. Oh well. Okay, now this is abysmal flow rate. Let me see if I can't backflow this a bit to try to clear it out. Ooh. Pop the bubbles. Okay, let's just, yeah, wipe that away. Okay, backflow didn't do much. Do I need some more thinner in this, maybe? Hold up. Welcome to troubles with airbrush. Happens every so often. More thinner into it. Let's just backflow this a bit more. Do need a bit, forward and backward a bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. Resume this. Still a shit, but a semi-decent airflow. Let's just work with what we got, and I will, after the fact, try to fix it up later. Now let's just get all the top surfaces with a lot more white than the bottom surfaces, or shaded surfaces have. Nice and carefully. Generally, yeah, a little bit here as well. Carefully. Okay. Right. Yeah. Put this here to dry. this. Nope. Nice. Okay, just stay there dry. Alright, so now let me clean out the airbrush and figure out what the fuck's going on with it. Why is it giving me the coggy issues? Into it. Bring it around. Spread out. Still spraying it out. It's definitely sounding sort of clogged. One moment. I'm inspecting. But I'm going to go back to build cam. I'm going to use build cam to inspect this. Boom. Okay. Put that to the side. Carefully move my dreadnought to the side. Quick release my airbrush off its hose. And okay, let's inspect you here. Let me get my Q-tips as well. Pull the needle out completely. Let's clean up the inside of the cup first. Just jam that in there, clean around. Use this to clean straight to the bottom. Right. Clean the needle. And let's unscrew the end. The Q-tip. Yeah. Really clean out the inside here. I'm going to use the back of my needle to just swazzle it around, make sure I get any bits that got caught in there. The Q-tip again, clean it out. Okay. Now for this part. I can see straight through it. So why was this clogging on me? Very lightly. Try to scrape around on the inside. Let's see. Is there any gunk that I can push forward? Nope. The inside of this looks fine. Okay, so that's all good. Why was I getting flow issues with this? Let's just try to get the air part cleaned out. Nozzle tip. We just fully clean that one out as well. Oh, maybe it was here. Maybe it was here at the end of the nozzle. The paint was drying out at the end here. Using the back of the needle, not the front, by the way, just to help with that. Right, where's my toothpicks? I got toothpicks for this exact purpose. Just use that to scrape the gunk out from the nozzle surrounding area. Blop, blop, blop. Blop, 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 blop. There we go. Is that looking clear? Sort of-ish. Actually, is this the very tip here that what was clogging? That might have been the thing. The very tip of the outer nozzle was clogging it. It's getting clogged. There we go. Let's try to wipe away anything that was stuck there. Okay. Reassemble. Needle goes through, and then we'll do a few passes with water through this. Because also have to clean out the back of the airbrush as well. So careful pass with water. Okay. Back to paint booth. Yeah, grab my quick release hose and reattach it to the airbrush again. Water on this. Okay, then we just spray it through. Oh, that's sounding much like a much louder water spray. Oh, wow, okay. I think that fully cleaned it out. So it was the very tip of my nozzle that got plugged, not outer nozzle, the front outer nozzle, not the inner nozzle. Okay, now I know. Oh, that sprayed out so nicely and smoothly. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds much better. Oh yeah. That just sprays out nicely now. Okay, cool. There we go. So we'll find out how good that cleaner is when I get to the Akaki painting in a little moment. Till then, we'll leave this to dry a bit more first. So compressor off. Empty the air tank so it doesn't rust on the inside. Whoosh. Nice. Okay. Spray, spray. Good. All right, back to build zone. Let's take a look at what we have here. Boom. So while the airbrush area dries, we're going to be build zoning over here. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get my palette going. Yes. So what I have here to hand paint with while that stuff dries is going to be 3 Magna Guards and 6 destroyer droids. Well, not 6, 4 destroyer droids. So yeah, let us just get to it then. Well, I didn't actually check what color, how to color the destroyer droids' weird metallic wine color on them. So bear with me as I do a quick Google on that and see how some people do their destroyer droid colors. Actually, I say that. Barbarian brawn with a bit of red might be the right color I need. Because it's sort of like a reddish brown color the destroyer droids are. Yeah, let me just get a quick little YouTube Google and see. Star Wars Legion destroy droids. B1 droids. They show. Oh, I mean, I think it's the new droidicar. That was the droidicars. Alright, here we go. Someone's done a painting tutorial on droidicars. Let's see what colors they used. So all these. I don't want to complain, but all these people who do painted Star Wars Legion things, they do amazing, really nice, amazing colored basings and stuff. But they cover up the grid lines on the base, which are required for actually playing the damn game. That's a major oversight on all these painters' parts for this. Okay, let me see. What colors are you using for this? Okay, yes, please. Tell me what colors you used. Base colors, alright, yes, base colors. Do tell me. Decayed metal. So they copper and brass. Interesting. So he did 2 different metallics and he's wet blending them together. Interesting. So that's what. Let me see. Do I like? I feel that's a little bit too metallic for my taste. You know, maybe I have an idea. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna try it. What I'm gonna do is I'll do a barbarian brawl. No, no. I want a red hue. No, not red. I want a red hue to it. I'm gonna do one of my deep reds. Actually. Let's see. Auto burgundy, maybe? Or no, I'm gonna do dread red from Two Thin's coats. This is like a purpley red, and then I'm going to try to dry brush over that. Yes, I'm gonna use dread red as the base and then put copper over that and see how it looks. That shall be my plan. I'll start with that first because that's gonna be. I want to dry faster. So I can just get to next levels layers faster and faster for this experiment. So let's get a little bit of this. In worst case, I can also just try to wet blend. Ooh. I could just also Agrax Earth. I could, because this is Aggress Earthshade is a dark brown sort of wash. What if I Aggress Earthshaded over the red to give a brown look to the red? Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's try. Okay, so yeah, let's try and see. Fuck around, find out. If not, hey, that's just the color that will be. Unless I absolutely, utterly hate the color scheme, that's just how I'm going to do it. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Let's do it! So let's get a little bit of those out into the red palette here. Semi-generous amount, just because this is a decent amount of surface area to fill out. Let's go with a not too small brush. Let's go with my O-sized brush here. Wet the brush. Thin out some of the paint. Okay, and then let's begin. Ooh, this is a nice look to it. Nice. This is a nice color. Let's try to get all the nooks and crannies that needs to be covered in. Very carefully. And then the big wheel armor here. This is actually a very nice... This is a very nice red, actually. This is a really nice red. Note to self, use this for some red two-toning on my Space Marine characters. I like this red a lot. There we go. Get all the top surfaces that I can. Get these edges. Very nice. Sides. Right, any other armor pieces that also go this color? I know it's this outside of these arms that also go with the color. Let's see. Hey, Day Springs, welcome. Yeah, this is from the old starter set, and I'm gonna try a thing. I know they have sort of like a metallic browny red color to them. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this burgundy color, and I'm going to do a brown wash over this, and I'm gonna hope that that gets the sort of browny red color that their armor normally has. Always close enough to it. And then maybe I'd like dry brush or edge highlight with a silver or something. This just all experimental, and even if it doesn't work right, I mean, this is a very nice looking color. Yeah, I'm trying to do, in this case, I'm going as accurate as I can based on colors I have on hand. It was just an experiment. And again, if it doesn't work right, then it's a very nice burgundy red color that I do enjoy a lot. There we go. Like, especially once the dries up, it's like looks nice and smooth already. One coat looks pretty smooth already. So second coat, and then I think it would be pretty nice. And I just slather on the brown wash to give it the brown tint, and I will probably call close enough. Let me just, since that's almost dry already. Also, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I built the crab droids just then primed them up. So while their prime was drying, I'm working on layering these guys now and getting them. I'd say not. I guess not professionally looking, but fully painted at least, so that they'll look good on the tabletop. Like, I'm not going to go balls deep, making them super nice. Just going to make them look good. Again, with what I have available. Of course, now I'm realizing how the fuck do I paint the ins? Do I even paint the inside of that armored round thing? You're not going to see that, honestly. Can I in any way easily reach my brush? And okay, actually, I can reach it. Never mind, I can reach it. It's long enough bristles. There we go. Just painting up the inside. Carefully as I can. Nice and carefully. Right through the inside here. Again, don't need to take too much care because it's on the inside, not going to see much of it. So, whoopsie, ad break. Sorry about the ad breaks. I have to run them every 3 minutes. That's just how Twitch works. Go on, if the ad break's running, then you probably can't hear me. Oh well. Catch you after the ad break then. Meantime, just apply this wherever I can. Whoop the whoop. All the way around. Nice. Uh-huh. There are also these two little panels. Flap open. Those go that burgundy color too, as I remember. Very carefully. Get the paint covering wherever it needs to. Can touch it up later. Then on the inside. Carefully on the inside here as well. There. Okay. Oh, that's looking really good as is. Alright, okay, so that's 1 of 4 droidic cars. Let us continue with the rest of the droidic cars. Blammo. This. Slather the paint on. Nice and easy. Nice and smoothly. Get it in here. Get along the sides. Very carefully. Like so. Along the edge. Along the edge. Then get these edges and slather the inside. Oh yeah. In. As fine as I can reach with the brush. The wash will fix up the rest of that later for sure. Rotate around. Cover all the inside there. Like so. Did I do it inside the face there? No, I did not. You just do the underside here. If I forget. Okay. Smooth this out because I actually touched it with my side of my hand. Dot. Get the little side flaps. Painted nice and carefully. Straight around. Inside. Nice and easy. Okay. Oh, and the little sides of the arms as well. Very carefully. Right along the sides. I might repaint upon my Kraken with this nice deep burgundy color. This is really, really nice looking. Yep. It's like a sort of royal red even. There. Okay. 2 draw cards. 2 more. Bap. Okay. Roll it up. A bit more water for this. And slather it. All the way along. Nice. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Nice to the side here. Again, get the sides while I'm at this point. Wet it, load it. Let's just fill in the bottom while I'm here before I forget. Again, overflow paint mistakes here will be fixed when I do the gunmetal parts for those little bits and bobs anyway. And down the side rim. Down the other side rim. And the main sides here. Yeah. Load up more water, load up more paint. Lather the inside of the frame. All around. Load, slather. There we go. And the little flaps. Very carefully. inside. Same for this one, the inside and edges. Rotate around. Outside. There we go. And then the bits from the sides of the arms. Very carefully. Nice. Same for this side. Along the edges. There. Okay. All right, last one. Dunk it. And slather it. Nice. Get slathered on. All the way around. Get the very tip of the head. On the sides. Come on. Be enough paint to just finish this off. With it. Get the outer flaps. Nice and carefully. This outer flap here. Edges, which are important. As always, edging is very important. Be sure to always practice and complete your edging at all times. I know what I said. All right. And slather the inside here. Also the side edges as well. Those are important. Slather all the way inside. All around the inside. Slather all the inside. Okay, get the side armors. Side edges. Again, side edges here. Nice. There we go. Okay. Clean up the brush. There we go. And then, as always, my brush conditioning fluid. Just a little swizzle swazzle in that to really clean the brush out. Especially out of metallics. There we go. Wipe it down. There we go. Nice and soft again. Okay. You can see, actually, as it dried, it's actually already almost gotten that droided car ready brown look already, just being over the black paint. Okay. I think the experiment's paying off here. Anyway, now I need to do some gunmetals on all these body pieces. So, let me get my smaller brush, slightly smaller brush, and my good old gunmetal. Here it is, Vallejo Air gunmetal. Just get a small little splooge of it. What color did I do my Magna Guard? Was the Magna Guard in gunmetal? 1 second. Let me pull out one of my existing Magna Guard and compare. Box. Ugh. Pluck you out. No, I think I did you in lead belcher, actually. Look too light to be the gunmetal. Okay, so I need to lead belcher the Magna Guards. I'm going to keep you out here, just remind me. Also, I need to redo your cloak as well. But in the meantime, though, I will do the gunmetal of the droidicars. Let's see, do I have a... Where's my reference to droidicars again? Droidicars. They're no match for droidicars. Okay, you are pretty much... Oh, shit, from this episode 1 picture, actually, they are pretty red already. Huh. Anyway, no match for droidicars. Blah, 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 blah. Where's that picture at? Whereas they are sort of gunmetal everywhere else, except for black wires. A spot of silver. It's sort of like a slightly bluish metal to them. Okay, then. Okay. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Alright. Okay. Spot of water to dampen my brush. Now we just grab some gunmetal. And I just gunmetal the interior of this. Just gonna be pretty quick and easy to do. But I'm using a small brush just because I have to be finagling between components and stuff. So just very carefully finagle in here. Hello, you communication. Hello, welcome, Motosman. Yep, we're doing some droids. I got crabs off on this to the side, drying. But when I'm doing the droidicars and Magna Guard, and then I'm gonna work on the crabs. Hope you're having a good day, Toesman. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate it. And no, I'm going to use a bigger brush. This is going to take too long. I need a wide brush, actually. Similar size, but wide. That's what I need. But welcome. Let's try this wide brush. Let's damp it first. And then load up some of the lovely gunmetal and just slather it. There we go. That's much better. Sorry, for the bottom, this lower bulb of the droidicar actually also has to go to that red color. I'll get to that later. Let's just get this gunmetal everywhere it needs to be. Which is pretty much all the internal parts. Blap, blap, blap. Here we go. Also did some airbrush tech support as well for myself. Turns out, as I discovered, you can clog your outer nozzle, not just the inner nozzle. And that is now unclogged and resolved for future airbrushing. First time I've actually had that outer nozzle clog on me. I was like, why? Everything looks clean on the inside nozzles. What the heck? Oh, wait, the outer nozzle had a small bit of dry paint blocking the airflow. No wonder. There we go. There's just... We're looking at some droid undercarriage. Oh. Let's slather this everywhere that it can go. I don't mind being a little bit more watery, just so it can flow in and around everywhere it needs to be. And also reach these little areas back here. There we go. There's a spot of red to fix there as well. Good, feeling a bit dead the last few days, but good day. Out for a walk, how are you? I'm tired as fuck, honestly. Today was a holiday, thankfully. And I spent most of it sleeping in. And then I did some laundry. And then I came here to stream. Yeah, that's pretty much how my day went. Well, yeah, now just... Since I started today an hour early as well, so you know what? I'm going to try to get as much of my Star Wars stuff fully painted, so I can say all the stuff is painted and done with. I don't need to worry about it anymore. And then it's done. It's all good. And I can take my time a bit more with my other paint projects. Just, you know, enjoying myself now. Just gonna YOLO paint whatever I can. Again, keep it simple, stupid. Just get colors where it needs to go. Quick dry brush. Okay, good. And Star Wars has more of a grunge look to it, so having perfect colors isn't necessary. Having a little bit of texture to colors actually does give it the Star Wars feel and look, which is nice. There we go. Let's get all these little bits done. Then this lower bulb on all of them actually has to go to the burgundy color as well. I forgot that that part actually is also the red color. Again, simple solution, just come back later after the paint is slightly more dry and then deal with it. There we go. That's one droidicar body almost fully gunmetallized. Just jam some in there. Yeah. Boom. There we go. No God went that good currently. Yeah, just having a show time. Yeah, I had what was it? Oh, need more gunmetal first. I was in a 2v2 tournament on the weekend, and I got second place with my teammate. Haha. And then actually, part of the reason why my stream yesterday I postponed to today was because we were meant to have an extra bonus game of 1 versus 1 against our own teammates at the end of the tournament, but the tournament ran late, and so we couldn't finish it. And so it was like yesterday was the only time within this week that my teammate was able to fight me for that 1v1 just for the heck of it. And so I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll just preempt. This one time I'll preempt my stream. We'll get that 1v1 going, and we did it. And after a bit of a slow start on my part, a very scary slow start where I thought I was getting overwhelmed, I managed to pull out an 80-30 victory. But after a lot of shenanigans happened on both sides, and my teammate holding a door closed against my superhuman space marines for like 2 turns. I was like, wow, okay then. But yeah, so got second place in the tournament overall, and I managed to beat my teammate in the betrayal 1 versus 1 at the end. So huzzah. Everything came together. Not as planned at all, actually. The one unit I brought in my army that was specifically actually meant to help deal with my teammate in that 1 versus 1 game at the end died very quickly. He focused it down so hard. I was like, well, shit. But then in the counterattacks, I managed to pull back into counterattacks and managed to do one of the very hard objectives that the mission had with my very few models I had on the table. It was like, ooh, nice. Got myself a nice early lead that I managed to maintain to the end. Because I was sort of an elite army. My opponent had, I think, 3 times the number of models I had on the table. So he was able to spread out, screen himself out and everything. And I was desperately shooting pistols and stuff to try to break the holes in the screen, get my guys past, multi-charge, and try to hit as many of his models at once, while also contesting objectives at the same time. It was like, I had to do so many things at the same time in my army. But it paid off in the end. But, oh my goodness, there was multiple moments where it was like, shit, I'm down a squad already. I literally don't have enough coverage to kill him and take these objectives. Because, yeah, I think I had 4 squads of Space Marines. And that was, like, was it 5, 10, 13, 14, 15. I think I had 15 models on the table. 15 or 16 versus my opponent's almost 40 models across multiple squads. It's like, oh my god. So there's some points where I had to take some risky multi-charges, charge 2 of the squads at once, just to try to engage and wipe out 2 squads at a time. Which was mostly successful. Just, I think, how I managed to really pull off a win. Whoop. Grab from here. But, yeah. That was fun. And now the main detachment I use, Liberate Assault Group for the Blood Angels, I think I've optimized as best as I can. So I feel like now, in future games, I'm going to try the Angelic Inheritors detachment now, where I have to be even more elite than I already was. And it's not as brute force of a detachment as my Liberate Assault Group is, but it is a very balanced and sustaining detachment, so I feel like now it's time for me to start finagling to make that one work. Because my Blood Angels, which I play as, we have 4 detachments in our codex. 2 are shit. They're just not competitive at all in any way, shape, or form in how the game is actually plays. But the other 2, Liberate Assault Group, is the bread and butter. It works, brute force, charge your enemy, and good luck. And there's a Angelic Inheritors, which is like, needs a lot of finesse. It needs a lot of finesse to work right, but has some very neat bonuses and stuff to it. And I think now it's time for me to take that one a lot more seriously and do my best to make it work with what I have. Also, I've gotten units recently that, well, I got them, but I've actually built them and painted them recently that do benefit pretty well in said that detachment. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just do it. So tomorrow evening, I'll be at a game, and I should be doing my first experiments with it now, and just fucking around and fucking around, finding out, just seeing what happens. Like, if I have a squad that is out in the open and gets hit by everything, it's like, okay, let's just see how defensive I am with this attachment and see how it goes. Probably going to die anyway. The attachment is no more defensive than any other one I have access to. It's mostly just a different sort of offensive strategies. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. I've said to finalize my list for tomorrow. I have some funny models I want to try out. I need to recheck, will the combinations I've got working actually be useful in the missions we tend to play? Or do I need to adjust to bring some other guys in just to balance it out? Carefully. Wet this. Grab more of this. So yeah, that was fun. Also, yeah, in the tournament, I won a weapon upgrade set, which is very nice. Normally, they're pretty expensive, but it's got a lot of weapon selection and stuff, so I can really customize my units and stuff now. Especially my long-range units. So, that's going to be fun. And I also got a discount coupon that I used to get a Chaos Knight. The Chaos Knight Ruinator. It'll be here to ruinate your day. That's going to be a very big paint project as well. And I guess there are so many things I want to do as YouTube content, but I feel like the Chaos Knight is just such a big model that I'm going to be forced to try to commit to the YouTube content in the Chaos Knight just because it's so damn big. I won't actually be able to make enough space in my booth for my regular camera setup to work right for streaming. So look forward for YouTube videos when I start working on that one. I just need to go through some of the lore and see just what color schemes and stuff I want to go with it, and what third party alternate decorative pieces I want to put on it as well, because it is a Chaos Knight. They are knights, giant mecha nobles that have fallen from grace and embraced the chaotic powers. They've merged with their machines. It's like full on body horror on the inside of it. They are one with the machine. And they got demonic possession and bullshit happening to them. So there's going to be a lot of weird ass macabre mecha flesh body horror going to happen with it for sure. Also, the Chaos Knight can be built in 4 different ways as well, with 4 different weapon loadouts, which of course I will be magnetizing for the weapon swap options. And, yeah, it's gonna be just a cool giant mecha robot project. It's gonna be fucking insane to try to transport around. There you go. Let me just get this around here. I'm gonna have to fix up some of the burgundy red later, but that's fine. I need to repaint some burgundy red areas anyway. There you go. Flip it around. Grab the inside of the faceplate a bit. Yes. And then your feet. But yeah. Since I posted on my socials, I finished up my Snail Droid off stream. And so I have the AAT tank, crab droids, and then these guys to do on stream today. And ideally I will finish all of them today. There's a chance I won't, based on what the timing's like. But at least I have a good amount of progress towards all of them done, which is what counts and what matters to me. There we go. Okay. I've gunmetaled the destroyers. Now it's time for clean off my brush, and go back to the red burgundy paint to finish off the bottoms, as well as touch up some of the side flaps. Let's see. We're bopping. Yeah, I need to really update how my music player works, but again, that takes time. So it's just a fixed playlist that runs on random. But anyway, now I need my burgundy. Again, also the burgundy red here I'm using is from Two Thin Coats Dread Red. This is coming out much better than I honestly expected it would have. And it's just really nice paint. Yep, just a small little bit smudge extra, because this is some small touch-ups only. Grab my brush. Let's go with the ones at the back, because I started painting those first, so they're going to be drier first. We'll load up water. Thin out a little bit of it. Okay, let's Touch up the side here. And on the inside there. Touch up here. Oop, okay. These little flaps here need touch-ups as well. Nice. Okay. So touch them up first, and then I'll do their undercarriage baubles after. Nice and carefully. Bottom here. At the top. Okay. You. Touch up here. Touch up there. Go for the in-between spot here. And seems okay enough. And then, whoop, you. A little bit. Touched up here. Carefully. Bottom. And there we go. Okay. So that's the small brush work done. Actually, this is the O-size brush. I can do the bigger brush work with it as well. Let's hold you by the foot. Load up generously. And undercarriage time. Carefully go around all the leg joints. So, load it. Sniffer, sniffer, indeed. Sniff that undercarriage. Sniff it good. Can hold my dong in where's my child? 5 Nights of Fuckboys reference there. Whoop. Go. Let me just check the picture. Actually, the whole circular hemisphere is the red. All right. I need to finagle my brush in a little bit more, just to get all around. Very carefully. Nice. So same for the inside part of here of the hemisphere. Reach around it. Like so. And then on the inside here. Go. And just slather around it. And I'll come back and do like a little color on those little leg joint tracks later. let's just first get this red going. Okay, one. We're going to need more paint for this. Let's decant a little bit more. Squelch. That should be enough. Grab you. Load the water. Thin down. And apply it. Slather it even. Right around. Oh yeah. Fill the hemisphere. Nice. Now we need to finagle the color into the hard to reach spot here. Right around that hemisphere here. Nice. Same case over here. Just reach it in. Whoop. Around to the edges. Okay. Number 2 is done. Number 3. Hemisphere. Reach it in and around. All the way around. All the side edges. Wrap it nicely. Nice and straight through. Up to the joint edges. Okay. 3. And then number 4. Go all around. Reach the brush through. Front coverage. Right around. Load up. And complete the hemisphere. Right to the edge. There we go. Okay, all the hemispheres done. Clean up my brush, the water. Pull out a chunk of the brush's bristles while cleaning it? Okay, then. Well, shit. Well, that brush is retired then. Maybe. Actually, no, they still got... Did I just turn the O brush into a double O brush by removing a bunch of its bristles by mistake? Maybe I did. Gee, these brushes are actually still glued together as well. Holy shit, wait a second. Huh. Maybe I can still reuse these somehow-ish. Because these bristles are still stuck together as a sharp-ish point. And this brush still has these bristles here that are also in this sharpish point. Okay, I'm just gonna put this brush to the side to just dry then, and I'll work with that later. I've got a different brush I can work with first. Anyway, I need to do a thin little that little metal metallic track on him anyway at the bottom, so let's grab my small 000 brush. Okay, I got my 000 brush. Let's give that's the whoa. Come back. Very carefully, just do the gunmetal back into that. So, gunmetal into the little track here. There. And then fill in this track here. Load up. There we go. Okay. The little track is gunmetal. Next one. Paint that in. And paint this in. There. So you need a spot of red actually to cover up this spot here. So let me just quickly. There we go. There. All right, number 3. Carefully dollop this paint in. And dollop it over here. Yep, straight to the end. Grab some of the red. Touch up the little side track here. There, okay. Then last one. Bring it up. Dampen. Gunmetal. Fill it in. Again. Fill it in here. Clean off. Grab from the burgundy. Touch it up. Yep, right along here. Very carefully. There. Okay. Dry the cars dealt with. Let's clean the brush. And then, because I was working with metallics, let's use the brush conditioning fluid to really make sure it's fully cleaned out. Nice. Whoa. Lid. Come back. Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's dry the cars. Now, I need to get my lead belcher for the Magna Guard that I've got out here. Here we go. Nice, right here. Let's absorb this water up first and replace with new cleaning water. Ooh. Splash. Now for this Magna Guard, yeah, I think the size Zero Brush should be fine for that. Just to reach in around all the bits and bobs of him. So, let us shake up the ledge belcher first. Damp it up a bit. Grab some of that belcher in. And... yeah. That's it's fine if you put blue tact on there. We just get this nicely slathered on you. I need more. Shake it up more. Liquid, lead belcher, into tray. And here we go. Just slather this all over. In fact, why not? Let me just use the wide brush then. Dampen slightly. Get the lead belcher on. And apply it. Just blah 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 everywhere. It's feeling thinner than I'm used to. Just a little more. Maybe it's because the brush was very damp, quite damp on its own. Oh well, let's just get the lead belcher metallic where it needs to be first. Cloak and everything can be neatly dealt with later. Let's just do the slather job first. Slather. There we go. That leg is a little bit more wobbly than I like. Once I finish the slather job, it dries, I'm going to put a dab of super glue to reinforce that leg's joint connection. Put that up in there as best I can. Or your fingies. And your face. There we go. Alright, on super glue. Here. Very carefully. Spot the super glue in here. Oh, stuck. Ah, damn it. 1 second. Paper clip. Yeah, there we go. Unstuck it. Huh? Come on. What the fuck? Where's the clog at? One second. Unclogging from the other end. Okay, both ends are unclogged. What the fuck? Where is the glue not coming out? One second. Troubleshooting my tube of glue. see. Why the fuck is it stuck? That paperclip goes all the way through. Uno mementos. Ugh. It goes all the way to the bottom. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Now it's free. Okay. Very careful, little dollop in here. Very careful, I said. Come on. What the fuck? There we go. Okay, okay. Use the paperclip to push it in. Alright, there we go. Okay. Bam. Okay, back to the actual painting again. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Boop. Grab the lead belcher. Damp my brush. Grab the lead belcher again. Touch up where it needs to be. Go. Just get color where it needs to be first. It can be fixed later on the outer layers. Okay, there we go. That's one Magna Guards. Now the other two. Let me just wet my brush up. Okay. Grab some more lead belcher out. Splap. Got that to work with. And this one, just get it everywhere it needs to be. Nice and carefully. Dab, dab. Dab, dab, blap. All the way around. Yep, need some more. So actually, I think the brush also needs to have a bit of a conditioned fluid if you think it's feeling a bit stiff. Go. So just really wash out this brush. Nice. Get the paint that's stuck in it out. Oh, let's see. There's a chunk that's just stuck here. Let me just remove that. There we go. Now it's smooth again. Okay. Continuing on. Applying paint. Needs more paint still. Shake, shake, shake. Slightly dampen it. Blow it up a bunch. The palette. And also, ad break starts in 20 seconds. Can't do anything about it. Sorry. Feel free to subscribe if you want to skip the ads. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep base painting while the ads run. Thank you for your considerations. Just splatter all over this. Blah, blah. Get your face done. And your arm. Nice and carefully all around. I know the electro staves I used gunmetal on, just to make it slightly different metallic. There we go. There we go. Okay. That is a second Magna Guard. Based. Third Magna Guard. We'll load up. And apply. Need a bit more paint. Blammo. More paint obtained. Nice and carefully. Slather, slather. All around. Nice. All the way around the inside. Every surface that is visible. And your face. Give me your face. There. Okay. All that belt chewing basing is done. Clean up the brushes again. And we go to the next stage. Oop. So use your cloaks. That one next. Which were two-toned cloaks, I remember. The inside was one color, the outside was another. So I need two. One was one of my grey colors I had, Phantom Grey, I believe. So let me get my Phantom Grey out. There we go. Inside is going to be Phantom Grey. Outside, as I did as a bone white that I then weathered down. Yeah. And then it was regular gunmetal for the weapons. So cool. It was a weird mix of game purple I used. It's game purple for the sparky sparks on the electro staves, and then just some lots of white, which I have a white somewhere here. On top of that, so it looks like I got all the colors I needed, and there's just a regular red for the eyes. Red for the eyes. Here we go. Oh, all right. Okay. I got all my paints together. Let's see. Well, actually, kind of before all that, after all that, I want to try out the washing method first. So while these guys dried, I want to try the brown wash on top of this burgundy color to see if that gets me to the droid car look. I really want to try that. I really want to try that. Really want to run. So, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I put it right here. Nice. So, yeah, let's go with that now. Let's do that. Let's do it! Blammo. I'm going to do it a little bit watery, just so it's not too strong. So, flood my brush with water. Dunk in the egg wax. And then we commit. I'm just going to commit to it. Bammo. Streak it down, streak it around. This one brush worth should cover the entire single droid. By itself. And so anything that pools, I'll just absorb it up and then use it to wash the rest of the droid with this single brush. There we go. Just get all the sides and stuff. Absorb excess with the brush. Wipe it on the inside. There. Okay. One brown wash on one guy. Again, flood my brush almost completely with water. Then get my dot over the earth shade and then spread it out. All over the external panels. Get the little hemisphere down here. All around. And absorb some more of it off. Get the inside of it. So fully wet that. Wipe away the little spot that got there. One. Okay. Next one. Again, absorb a bit of water in. Dunk a little bit. Oop. And slather down. Edges. Sides. Hemisphere. Oh, little side plates. Around. The hemisphere. Around. Inside. Okay. Number 4, the last one. Dunk some water. Dunk some wash. And slather down. all across. Side, around the side. Boop, boop. Those flat plates, well, the side plates. The inside of the plates. Down absorb. Hemisphere. Okay, then the inside. Okay, so let me just check. Did I do the inside of this one? Maybe I might not have. I shall do it now. Just slather the inside. Done. Slather the inside. Done. Okay. Clean up a brush. There we go. Okay. Yeah, look, it's got that reddy brown look that they had in Star Wars. Oh, okay, that actually worked out surprisingly well. Nice. Okay. So they got some small little details to fix to do, but you know, let the wash dry first. So while those dry up, let's go back to these Magna Guard. I've got their cloaks to do. Let's go with the bone white first on the outside of cloaks. I've got my wide brush here for that. Shaky, shake, shake, some bone white. That's going to be for the outside of the cloaks. So, dab my brush. Thin down. There we go. I'll use the wide brush first, and then I'll switch to the thin brush for the small areas. Very carefully. Very carefully around here, the edges. Like so. Nice. Got the tops of the heads, I forgot, actually are the gunmetal color, so I'd come back later to touch that. Well, I guess lead belcher color. So I'll come back later to touch that up. For now, let's just continue with what I have on the brush. Nice and carefully. Wipe it all the way down. So, go along the outside. Nice, just along the edges here. Very carefully. Yep. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, the weird thing, the Magna have a two-tone cloak as I look carefully. They have a light, like a dirty brown on the outside and a sort of gray, purpley gray on the inside. So I'm going to use the Phantom Gray on the inside. But first, let's just start with a base of bone white on the outside first. And then for like the light brown, I'm actually going to use Agwax shade again over this bone white to get the effect I want. Because I tried one way to do the effect and it didn't work out too well on the Magna Guard. So if this works out well, I'll just repaint the other Magna Guard's cloaks the same way. But first, I just got to get this color applied where it needs to be. Very carefully. Again, I'll be coming back later to fix up the mistakes that touched the metal parts. And I just get color where it needs to be. Carefully. Yes. Ready. Straight in there. There, okay. Then you, very carefully. Let's load up and apply. Around. Nice. Looks like headband is there. And then straight down the back cloak. There we go. All the little nooks and crannies. Just brush it down, smooth it out. Water to help smooth this out, actually. Okay. There you go. 3 outer cloaks, base colored. Now I brush a bit. Let's go for the inner cloak colors now, which is the Phantom Grey. This one. Let's just jam it here. Grab my smaller brush now. There we go. Dampen slightly. And grab that. Start with the first guy. Very carefully paint the inside. All the way inside. Yeah. Each. All the way in. There we go. There we go. Just reaching at whatever angles I need to get the brush where it needs to go. Dunk between the legs. Reach in here. Weird geometry due to the wrinkles in the cape. It looks like that's how I should cover it at least. What coverage here? Okay. Cape done for now. Time for you. I think we got a nice big bazooka, nice big thick bazooka to grab onto. Take the inside very carefully. Nice and carefully on the side edges here. Yep. And along this side edge here. Okay. Your cloak is done on the inside. Now your cloak for the inside. What? Slather, slather. Nice and carefully. Oop. Just reach it in and around. Gonna be a bit awkward in here. Just push the colors in. Up into the little nooks and crannies in there. There we go. Right around. There we go. Get in there. Okay, there we go. All right, inside cloak's done. Clean up the brush. There's going to be outside cloak wash, but first let's get the lead belcher and just touch up the metal where I can first. Dollop. A little bit more with that dollop. There we go. 2 dollops. Touching up the body where I can. Right here. Like so. And then the top of your noggin. Turn it around. There we go. Touching up. Okay. I think I might have been holding it off the screen by mistake. My bad. Need to remember where the camera is. Center my viewpoint there. There you go. So the head is done. Touch up the arm a bit. The back shoulder here. Touch up here. Okay. And then you. Get the top of your noggin. There we go. The last little bit of it to touch up where I can. Right here. Right here. Okay. Body's touched up. Clean the brush. Just do the little red dots on the eyes. Just get the tip of the brush. Dot. Dot. And a little gem on your torso. There we go. Okay. Same for you. Dot. Dot. And a little red button on your torso. And finally you. Stabilize. Dot. Dot. And the red thing on your torso. There we go. Okay. Eyes dotted. Clean up. A spot of gunmetal now for their weapons. Nice little spot of it. That's just for all the handheld weapons, just be a different metallic color to work with. So some little color variants at least. Like that. Then your electro stick. The buzz stick. Like that. Just give a nice general coating of it all over. Including over the electrical spikes first, just so I can be sure I got the inside part of it electrified, well, gunmetaled. Blap, blap, blap. There we go. Really cover that up. Okay. And then you. Your bazooka. Load up generously and just slather it all over. And carefully do it where it needs to be the cloak. There we go. There. Very awkward location to paint, but oh well. That's what we deal with when we work with minis. Paint down the shaft here. Cube. Fill it in wherever I can. Reach it here. Nice. Okay. Up the top. Okay, your bazooka is done. Clean brush. Clean brush. Condition in it. Okay. Now I think let's try the washing down onto their cloak now with the earth shade and see how that looks instead. So dampen a bit. Dunk in the earth shade. And commit. Pooling. Is pooling more than tinting? That's my first comment here. Let me try to push the color around a bit more to tint more than pool. I mean, pooling is fine, but it's pooling like I did on the first models, where it's putting in a bunch of small spots instead of tinting it smoothly. Maybe let me just grab a bit more pigment from it. Test it out a bit more here. There we go. So we need a bit more concentrated tint, it looks like, to make it work. But it's got some aggressive tinting happening to it. Aggressive pooling happening for sure. I mean, I'm thinking maybe I can stipple brush brown on top of this to blend it in. Try and see. Oh, what the heck? Two bots. Big on. Big on. There we go. Okay. Bots dealt with. Let's see. Yeah, the wash pattern turned out the exact same on both. Interesting. Oh well. Live and learn, and I can probably stipple in a different color later. Doing a second washing may not work right, but another stippling may work perfectly for getting the right brown look and texture to this. Yep. Until then, though, let's just get a standardized wash to them all. Go straight down the length. Straight across and around. Right to the inside here. Okay. And you. Yep, no, not that. This. Dollop. You. Slammo. Straight down. Okay, carefully around the corner here where the shoulder is. Yeah, squish that around the chest and the head area. Right around. Whoop. Ah. Reach it in here. Side. Side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think with this one, let me just try this one as well and see a bit with the shade, see if that blends it in better. So I'll just grab the other Magna Guards out of my case as well and just blend those in to make them match. Very carefully, right around. Okay, actually might work. That might work. Let me get the other two Magna Guard out. Yep, yonk. Give me all that ag wax. You. Just slap that down and around. Straight down your existing stuff here. Nice and carefully. Go. And then once more. Flammo. Way around. Right. Get me a bit of liquid for this. Way around. And okay. All right, there we go. Okay, so that's all the Magna Guard. Let me just wipe the pooling away now from some of these. A downward motion. I'm going to wipe away the pooling with a little bit of liquid. Sticking that out. Same for here, some liquid, and then wipe away the pooling, or spread the pooling out a bit more. Go. You, grab you. Some more liquid. Smooth out the pooling. Okay. Smooth out the pooling here as well. Smooth these. And you smooth it a bit more with some more liquid. There, okay. Clean my brush. Absorb it. Nice. Let's see, what's the time? Like, ooh, it's almost midnight. Shit. Okay, so not gonna get as far as I thought I would have gotten, but I got a big major amount of progress though. So I think what all I really do is just do the purple bits on your electro shits, and then it'll be good enough to call done. So yeah, let me before we go and find someone lovely to raid to, let's quickly do the little purpley bits on the electro sticks. With some alien purple from Vallejo Game Air. There's just a little squizzle there. Rotate my thing around so it's easy to see. Let's get the O brush and a little bit more water. Clean water at least. There we go. There we go. Spot more water. Also, let me just quick stretch. Oh god. Ugh. Oh. Well, else just open to the side, take a look at anything important here happening. Have I received any messages in a bit? Why have I been pinged a bajillion times? Let's find out. Very good. I am very happy with what I got pinged about. Anyway, so now let us just get this purple all over the funky stick first. Oh yeah, here we go. Funky stick purple. Although, seems a bit brighter, but maybe it will dark Actually, no. Usually it lightens when it dries. Oh, this makes a good. This is a purple base in case I need to do a darker purple to make this look right. Because I forgot what the original purple I used was anyway. There we go. And then we apply the purple just around the weird sparkly spots here. Blep. Carefully. Nice, all the way around. All little sparky shits. There, okay. Clean the brush off. I think I have to wait for that to fully dry to really tell if that's the right shade. Not, if not, I have a slight darker purple shade. But I think with that though, as you see, this hey, this came out pretty good actually. Holy shit! It's slightly redder than what I was aiming for, but it's very close to what the episode 1 reddy brown looked like on the droider cars. So yeah, I say that's good success. Good success on the droider cars there. Yeah, I got those all done. And then let me touch. Okay, then I got the 3 crab droids here, which I will not have time to work on tonight. I thought I could push to get enough time, but no, it's almost midnight now. I have work in the morning, so yeah. So I think I got a lot of good push of progress. Really happy with that, and yeah, let's go find someone lovely to raid into. Ooh, and yeah, I will catch you all next week. Let's see, but don't go. We're gonna go send the fun to some friends. What friends are currently live that I could send the stream to? What the heck? Can I really? Can I really? Really, can I? Going for quite a long time if they are. Let's see. Ooh, wait, hold on. They also... What? Okay, people who I didn't think would be streaming this late are still streaming this late. Very interesting. Extremely interesting. Let me see. Yeah, unmute. Ooh. Okay. You know what? All right. Let's go send the fun over to them. As always, let me get the raid going first while I say who it is in case we get awkward moments where the raid doesn't go through right. Slash raid. Is it working? Is it working? Oh, yeah, no, nope, that's not. Hold on, changing target. Nope, they're finishing up. Changing target. Who else is there? Who else is there? Send them here. There you go. Send y'all here. Boom, boom. We're going to go mooching. Oh, she's a lovely person. Another builder, another painter and everything. Well, builder of mechas and stuff. So yeah, thank you for coming. Greatly appreciate it. Let's get the raid message going. Raid message is going to be crab, and then we just add emotes out the wazoo. Some of them aren't even my own emotes I added in. Oh well, y'all don't. Crab. That's the raid message. Again, thank you for coming. Great appreciate it. I stream usually Tuesdays, 10 p.m. GST. Today was a little bit of a preemptive stream. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and until next time. away we go. No.